all you guys played a very good defensive front in Florida. How do they compare with Florida, and are they even better than Florida, the one that comes in from that side, man?
I think they match up really well as far as like Clemson's defensive line. Florida's, I think, they have some really good. Their front four is really good. They got really good size. They play hard. They play physical. It's just part of the game.
Zack, how was Somerville growing up? More Carolina than Clemson? Was it 50-50?
I'm not being from Somerville, I didn't have that. When I first got there, I think it was about 50-50. Half my friends were Clemson fans, half of them were South Carolina fans. But I think it was probably about 50-50.
When you arrived, did you get pressure to choose a side right away? Or?
No. I kind of stuck to everything I knew back home, so it's a little bit different.
When did the rivalry kind of really sink in for you? Was it until you got here or on the recruiting trip?
No, it was probably my junior year when it came, it was like the summer going into my senior year. I kind of had to settle things down and try to refocus and think about really where I really wanted to go. And then once I decided, it was no going back.
How important is the Carolina-Clemson game to the success of a USC season? Have the guys been talking about this before this week, or is it just ramping up this week?
No, it's just ramping up this week. Our team's been doing a really good job just not worrying about the future and just the present right now, and so we're getting ramped up for Clemson this week, and that's our plan. But, as far as the past, we had just took it game by game.
Schematically, what's Clemson's front seven do that's so disruptive to offenses?
They blitz a lot. They move guys around a lot. I think that's what kind of helps them out. So.
Zack, you guys talk about Jake's poise often on the field. How does he show that to you guys?
Just by knowing responsibilities. When it comes down to certain plays, he might be able to pull it or extend the play. He knows where we are, and so that he can step up in the pocket if he needs to and make those plays.
Has there ever been a moment where somebody's had to sort of help him calm down or help him kind of get back within himself or anything like that?
No, I think, as an offensive line, we come off the field, and maybe if we don't score that drive or something like that, where he's right there with us, and we're going through plays and trying to understand each other, trying to understand what the defense is doing and trying to make those corrections, and just, everyone's telling everybody, just relax, we got this, and move on to the next play. Don't dwell on the past.
How do you expect he'll handle the environment up there Saturday night, especially after having that Florida experience?
Florida was his first time, and I expect him to come in with more poise and more, and just, be able to calm down. And, now that he has that experience where it's big and you're in a large stadium, with other people's fans, not just your own, he'll be able to cope well with it.
What are you expecting from your first trip up there?
Just, I've been there before, obviously not playing, but I've been there before, so I know how the environment's like. And Florida didn't really tempt me. And so I don't expect Clemson to.
Zack, how important was getting bowl eligible last week so that pressure's gone on this week?
Played a big deal. We wanted to do it for our seniors more than anything. It wasn't whether, it was just a better game or anything like that. It was strictly just for our seniors and, making sure that they had their bowl game. They deserve it. They put all the work the past 4 or 5 years that they've been able to do. And so it's really just for them.
Having that behind you, though?
Florida, noon game at Florida, lots of empty seats. Night game at Clemson, no empty seats. What do you think the atmosphere will be different?
It's going to be loud. Everyone knows it is. They hold a really good crowd. They have a big stadium, and so it's going to be loud, but nothing we can't handle.
Does having that bowl eligibility behind you now allow you guys to play a little more loose in this game, though?
No. We come at every opponent, head first, and we don't take it off anything. We treat every game like it's another game. Any other person, it doesn't matter.
Do you guys talk about Clemson's playoff chances and what they would mean if you guys go in there and beat them? Is that at all a conversation topic?
Not at all. At least as far as offensive line wise, no. They're just another team. That's all it is. Anyone can be beaten at any time, any day.
How can you guys beat them? A lot of people are thinking, you're big underdogs and, they're supposed to be big, bad Clemson. What do you think has to happen for you guys to beat them?
We just got to be mentally focused, and that's the biggest thing. We got to walk in there and be mentally focused and know our assignments and do our job.
Could this team 6 weeks ago, have been capable of competing against Clemson?
Yes.
Or are you guys in a different? Are you guys in a different mindset now?
I think we could have. I mean, anyone could get beat any day. So, I mean, they've, you look at any of their past games, or some of them at least. It's not saying that they're a bad team, but just some of their past games. There's teams that have walked in there and they've been in some of those same circumstances, and they put it to them.